Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. A pretty popularly requested video to break down if it's better to pull for the upcoming banners, the current banner, or the surprise release we get next season. Today, we're going to break down everything you need to know regarding who's the better playstyle, who looks better, who might end up being the one for you, or the character you might like, because there is some very potentially popular releases coming out next season. Today, let's break it down. New to the channel, like and subscribe if you do enjoy the content. Please consider hitting that sub button. A lot of you watching are not subscribed yet, and we're super close to a milestone, so sub up. Yeah, here we go. Let's jump into everything. Starting off, the upcoming releases are pretty simple. We have first up over here, Hawk's Slicing Wind. This is a red character with not a lot of HP. The first ever character bringing 275 HP into the game. A character that will obviously bring you the current special action alongside Spiral Slash, Wind Cleaving Blade, and Cold Wind. We broke down this character, we kind of talked about it initially. Pretty much though, you have Todoroki's Gamma, or just a simple 3-style projectile attack. Throws 3 tornadoes or a singular tornado depending on how you press the button, and again, it's just a simple standard sweep projectile like Shigaraki and stuff like that, Dabi's Pillars, stuff like that. Over here we got Blade's Ultimate from Marvel Rivals. You dash through, leaving a streak of blades behind you, and pretty much it does damage to everyone in the vicinity of that line. And then Spiral Slash, spinning in a circle, similar to like Ochako's attacks. It just does damage, and it can be comboed very well. That is Hawks over here coming to the game, your next character release. We then have All For One with a lot of abilities attached to him. This is your character releasing on 10/22. This is again the character that brings first off a standard like kind of alpha attack. It hits somebody, it attaches to them, it blows up. If it doesn't attach to them, it could hit them on impact afterwards if they jump into the attack, whatever. Over here you have a line of attack. Pretty much it drops just a ray of explosion things like Uraraka's kind of betas, or Uraraka's gamma, or beta in her other one, yellow Uraraka, or it just drops a giant meteor from the sky, or then again it turns into Kurogiri where you can fly around, shoot beams, and also have a giant AoE attack. Very simple, very standard. It is a tech character that doesn't play like a tech character. It is 300 max HP. That is what you have over here with Young All For One. Up and coming, we have more stuff, but before that, currently you have Deku. Deku is active as well. If you were to look at it and you were to combine all 3 of these characters, genuinely speaking, each one is for a different set of players, so they definitely knew what they were doing. Each one is a different playstyle entirely. If you think otherwise, you're completely wrong, because it is. Deku is more of a melee-based character. He really isn't always 100%ing all of his other abilities. He really is relying on his Gamma to get in, then getting the melee off, then using the Gamma to get back in to re-get the melee off, right? Yes, you combo your Beta and Alpha here and there, but the main goal is to melee, and a lot of characters play like that. Twice, melee, Hawks, melee. So this is a melee-based character, someone who's really in the fight and consistently trying to deal damage, someone who can escape a fight but come back and do more damage. He is a well-designed character, and he serves one niche itself. You then have Hawks, a very simplistic, very easy to scale character, somebody who doesn't have too much going on for him, but still has enough to say that I am a decent character. He is, again, that character who has very, if you've played other characters in the game, you know exactly how this character operates. You know everything about him, just like that day one you picked this up, you're already ready to destroy everybody, because it's similar. It's a very easy, close to home character. That's what this is, correct? Simple, red, it does damage. If comboed correctly, monster. Now, All For One, which it's like otherworldly when it comes to the other 2 over here. This is a weird one because he has the playstyle of sort of like Yellow Endeavor alongside, I don't even know how to compare it, like a support character, because his goal is to just provide mass AoE while hiding away a bit more, while also flying across the map, while also, again, he has so many different styles in him to kind of play as, because with his kit and how it's designed, he has a lot of support aspects, a lot of crowd control aspects, so each character, again, serves their purpose. And now, post this, correct? There's an entirely thing there. We don't know how they're handling next releases. We don't know how things are going to go there. But remember, this banner ends early because it's an anniversary season. We do lose weeks on the season, which is pretty much, I think, 1 to 2 weeks we lose, which goes towards the next season. So remember that. That being that your next banner, so once All For One drops, 4 weeks from that, your next banner goes live, and that will be a new character of some sorts. We don't know who it is. Right now, speculation is leaning towards apparently All Might or Nagant, again, with leaks and such. but it could change, and leaks have been changing, dog. You saw the season. That's why I tell you every video I cover leaks, I say, hey, subject to change. Hey, don't go in with that. We can always see Viking do a surprise. I always say that, and that's always the point that stands. Viking can do a surprise, and they did a surprise for you, right? You have All Might next season potentially. You have 2K tickets given to you this season. You might want to save. You might want to. Over there, Nagant, a character that my comment section has been like begging for. One time I paid you off to do that, but other than that, you've been begging for, right? Offer to give away using the word Nagant. Dude, imagine, like, Viking was like, this comment section likes Nagant a lot. We're gonna drop her real quick. Doesn't realize I was part of that. Just imagine. And then we have, again, potential. Maybe Stain. Maybe Stain finally launches. You never know. Anything is possible. That's the thing. Anything is possible. Even if Stain doesn't get any additional data this season, even if he didn't, anything is possible. They could do anything they want, right? You just saw that you all thought Jiro and Tokoyami. They dropped Deku and all for one. So anything's possible there. But leaning between anything, I would say that the releases all work in their own way. Let's say Deku out of the equation, Hawks between all for one. Genuinely, Hawks is a very bare bones, simplistic character. And it's not that he's a bad character by any means. I still think that he's solid. He is no Izuku or no all for one just yet. On paper, seeing his video and everything, he is no all for one. Shout out to LFJ over here as always. He is no all for one. He is no Deku. That is a truth you have to get behind. Even though he has these cool abilities, even though we know he can easily combo, and it looks like that, right? Obviously, the spin attack from his alpha causes them to go backwards into your face, which you can combo into a melee or something else like that. We've seen that. We know that there is an ability there, but simply put, he does not look like an an all for one or a Deku. Deku is just consistently pressuring, consistently targeting, guaranteed hits, guaranteed damage. He is very annoying. And the problem is with Hawks, especially being 275 HP and everything that he has here, his damage capabilities and whatever he has is not enough to sort of hold, I guess you can say, a candle towards what all for one and Deku are. But I will say that he still looks great. I think that he still looks very powerful. I still think that he will be a powerful release. But again, as of now, as of seeing him, until I test him and such, I don't see him being a Deku or an all for one. The issue is, all for one has so many abilities, right? That's the issue also, you have so many abilities. For example, a character like Kendo is super simplistic, but does so much damage. She has that 250, she has insane combos, she has a stun effect that guarantees combos. Somebody like Mirio as well. He has a very simple and easy attack abilities, and nothing too crazy, but they do a lot of damage, and they can guarantee you hits here. I don't know if Hawks 100% has all those things. He also is kind of nerfed by his HP and such. Like, you have to realize, all for one's Meteor does like 250 damage. Hawks level 1 over here does, what is it? So this is level 7 now, let's see. Over here, if guaranteed the full hit, does like 136. So if comboed, if done right, I still think you have a powerful quirk skill set here, but I do know that more players will find who more fun. All for one. Why? Because he has so much more going for him. Other than the creepy version, this version, he has so much more going for him. He has a lot of attacks, a lot of playability, a lot of stuff like that. And if you didn't pull for Deku, there's more value on his banner. You have Deku and all for one that are able to be pulled for. I will also say that, technically speaking, all for one has less value if you consider, hey, I already have Deku. Maybe I just wait until All Might or Nagant or whoever the next character is, and then I pull for all for one there. Let's say I go to 200 pity then, and I get, let's say, Nagant at 100. I then go another 100 in, and I get all for one. You're only 4 weeks out. You have to realize that, right? 4 weeks from Deku to all for one, 4 weeks from all for one to Nagant. So technically, you can just pull there and at least get that way. Hawks will take a while till you actually see him return on a new Quirk skill set banner. It'll be, again, 6 weeks or 9 weeks, right? From 4 weeks plus 2 or 4 weeks plus 3. So 6 to 7 weeks, right? It depends, because they see how they launch the season. It depends, but I think it's 3 weeks this time. So with that being said, 7 weeks until the next Quirk skill set drops, or from all for one's drop, 4 weeks till the next character drop. But that is there. But undeniably, Deku and all for one look to be the better characters. The thing is, who is better between Deku and all for one? I can't answer that. You know why? They're entirely different characters. I know so many people in this comment section and in the games that I played and in the matches that I've seen them, they can't play Deku for the life of them. Because Deku requires a lot of getting into your face, a lot of combos, a lot of thinking, a lot of critical thinking. Like, oh my god, this is a situation here. We got 3 players down on the ground. Do I gamma into that? Do I beta into that? Do I even try to land a melee attack or just guarantee the one gamma and then dash out? It's a lot of critical thinking. In my opinion, All for One is a lot more point and shoot. It really is. Do I drop a giant meteor on 3 players? Most of the time, it's a yes. It's a quick yes consensus. And then in the capacity of Hawks, he doesn't have much, right, to show off. Doesn't have so much flashy stuff. But he's still, I think, with combos and everything, he can be a highly skilled character. But who would I say to go in order? I would say if you like the melee aspects and you like to be able to dash in, dash out, whatever, I do think the Deku has a lot of playability for a while, pretty much. And especially with these consistent drops and like absolute milking of melee tunings, Deku has so much potential. If you more so like to point shoot and really crowd control, you're that type of player. Like, let's say you play current All for One, let's say you play Endy, Rapid All Might, let's say you play really crowd control characters, then 100% AFO is yours, dude. 100%. Deku has crowd control, there's no doubt. But I don't think he still has enough that All for One can be power crept like that. He has a lot of crowd control and very good in close corners and such. But that's my take. If you're asking about tunings, right? Deku has like the best tuning. This genuinely opens up so many combos for a lot of characters. There are so many fun characters that I've tested this with, and genuinely, it like, if it's a character that has that revitalization off of this, they will be really good. Hawks, on the other hand, doesn't have that good of a one, in my opinion. When your Quirk skill level increases, your plus Ultra, plus Chaos gauge fills up. It's capped out for a little bit. It could be a great tuning, but I just don't see like the hardcore value in it. I do think that All for One has a great one as well, so this is why both battle styles have, original battle styles have really good things here. Special tuning is Quirk Factor Release. Breaking an opponent's guard increases reload speed for a limited time. Hawks is in a bad season, that's it. It's not that he's a bad Quirk skill set, he's in a bad season, so like pulling for him isn't worth it. And the other issue is All for One is sick and all, but so many players have been begging for Nagant and, right, Mechmite. So if these, let's say Nagant is the next season, 4 weeks from now, would you be okay that you just went for All for One? If you say yes to that, be my guest, pull for All for One. But I know so many people in this comment section that will cry. And let me do one better. Let's say it's Mirko. Now what would you do? And again, let me do one better. Who knows who it is? We don't know. Anything is possible here, right? It still could be Stain. It could be Jiro. It could be Tokoyami. They could go back and take care of them. Anything is possible. All right, so plan accordingly. Be ready. I will say that in order, I do think crowd control, he's the winner. I do think that if you want more simplistic, more combo-based, and you want to be able to still rep the boy Hawks, I think this is still a great pull. Don't listen that he's mid. Don't listen to that. Try. Everything is there. Trying, right? Everyone said that Endeavor is the greatest character, and he will be in tournaments day one. You saw only one Endy ended up playing, and he switched right after. None of them made it into finals. None of them were actually consistent final play. It was everybody else. It was Monomos. It was stuff like that. But Izuku, whatever it is, I think Deku is still a great one. So between your attack style of melee, your attack style of crowd control, or your cope that you can combo very well with him, that's sort of the decision you have to make. All right. Tuning wise, both Deku and All for One have very good tunings, so they have much more also factor there. But All for One will exist in 4 weeks on a banner there, and yes, Deku also exists on a banner right there with All for One. So pulling for Deku was not the best if you pull on All for One's banner and pull both of them. Or if you've already pulled Deku, skip AFO, wait the 4 weeks, pull on, let's say, Nagant's banner when AFO is also there. Yeah? Take care, have fun. That's been it from me.